Namaste and welcome, my dear friends, to today's meditation session. The theme for today's meditation and affirmation is good health. As we all know by now, that good health is one of life's greater blessings. And it is not a mere absence of illness, it is a state of complete balance, it is a state of harmony between the body, the mind, the heart, and the soul. Now, even though I'm an allopath, but sometimes I like to refer to Ayurveda because Ayurveda takes health at an individual level. It individualizes everything, and from that standpoint, health has a lot of different characteristics, and few of those characteristics are like the first is the balance of the doshas. And doshas are the energy patterns in our body. So, according to Ayurveda, this Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. So Vat is basically the air and space element in our body. Pit is the fire and a little bit of water element. And Kapha is the earth element and some water element combined. So when there is balance of the air, space, fire, water, and earth in our bodies, then our bodies function in an optimum manner. The second part of that is that when the tissues are nourished well, when all the dhatus are nourished well, then there is good health. Another criterion is that when the fire of digestion or when the Agni in the body is balanced, then again it is not only balanced, it has to be strong. And why this Agni has to be strong? Because not only does this represent the ability to digest, but it also represents the ability to absorb the energy, to assimilate the food, to convert it into energy, to actually, the entire metabolism is also part of that fire. So that should also be steady and strong and balanced. Besides that, Ayurveda also talks about the excretion, so about the malas, so whatever the waste products are there in the body, like sweat, urine, and stool, all of that should be eliminated properly, and that also contributes to good health. So here I will just take a tangent and just discuss with you also that when we say elimination of malas, we forget the elimination of wrong emotions, and we forget the elimination of wrong thoughts, because actually if you have wrong thoughts, if you have thoughts of holding on too much, then automatically at some point in the physical level you also have difficulty in eliminating the toxins from your body. So it's important to release the negative emotions. It is important to avoid negative thoughts, and of course at the bodily level it is important to eliminate toxins in various ways as has been described. Now, besides that, what else do we need besides that is, of course, from the body we come to the level of the mind and the senses. Now, this mostly we operate from whatever data we get from the world is through the agency of the senses. And therefore, if we want good health of the body and mind, then we must be careful about what data we are putting in from the senses. And therefore, the application of self-restraint and self-control when we are working with the senses is important for good health. And same, of course, by keeping the mind calm, by keeping the mind in a state of existence where there are few thoughts, and that too of our choice. Now this demands a lot of mastery over the mind, and of course meditation comes in here. And being happy all the time also adds to the health. In fact, good health may lead to happiness, but being happy definitely leads to good health, and we must therefore practice more of being joyful, enthusiastic, and even minded at all times. Now, if we were to consider health as a triangle, let's say, so one side of the triangle is the physical health that we talked about. And in this, we need a nourished body, a good digestion, a lot of energy, and all of that. The other side of the triangle is the mental health, where you need peace of mind, you need clarity, you need focus of mind, and you need emotional stability. And the lower base of that triangle is the spiritual health, which depends on how much you can communicate or commune with your own higher self or the God or divinity within. Now, to make this triangle complete is important. It is our duty, and therefore we need to work with every area of our life. And that is why Paramahansa Yogananda gave few dynamic rules of health. following which he said that you can attain the health like, the child enjoys his body as he plays around. So coming to that point where we can use the body as a vehicle, enjoy being in the body, and yet transcending it, going into higher states of consciousness. Also, master says, just like a bird when it takes flight, to have that kind of a harmonious and a light body, and to create such a healthy body, we need to follow certain rules of health. And I will, in brief, I will mention those rules, because this can actually take an entire class of more than an hour if you just focus on these rules. So what are these rules? First is proper eating. And in proper eating, he says eating less generally. And when you eat less, also what kind of foods would you want to eat? He said fresh fruits and vegetables are the best. So a bulk of your diet should be made of fresh fruits and vegetables, because they are very high in pranic content. And then, of course, Master talks about intermittent fasting, which is very good for health. Then the second thing he talks about is proper exercise. And in proper exercise, for the yogis, he says that just keeping your posture correct all the time is also a form of proper exercise. Besides that, you must be doing something like walking or jogging or running or cycling or swimming, and to the extent that you perspire on a daily basis. And besides that, you can do yogic breathing, and you can do, yogic asanas can be done. After that, he also talks about proper elimination, as has been talked in Ayurveda. And he says you must keep the pores of your skin clean. And of course, you should keep your bowels clean. Now he comes to a specialized form of health, which he says, attune yourself with subtle energy. And what do we mean by that? He says that not only should you be dependent on food for this as a source of your energy, but you should be able to draw energy from pranayam, from sunshine. And this is how you attune yourself to subtler energy. And also what you do is that if you use the power of your will, then that willpower is like a dynamo. The more you use your willpower, the more energy from the cosmos you can draw into the body. And to be able to use your willpower, also you need to have certain challenges in life. So he says you should be doing something every day, a task which involves creativity, and a task that is challenging. Now, most of us live a mechanical life, doing the same things over and over and over again on a daily basis. Where is the space for creativity and challenge in this? You have to introduce it consciously. So keep doing something which inspires you, some art forms, learn something new, have some hobby, meet with friends, do something out of the box every day in which you can have to apply your willpower, because only by willpower application you will be able to draw that energy from the cosmos into your body. Then the next aspect, he talks of a magnetic mental diet. And what is a mental diet? A mental diet is the thoughts that we think and the data that we put into our mind. And he says the company that we keep and the amount of mind control that we can practice. And this is so important. What are the thoughts that we are thinking on a daily basis? That is our closest company. And if these thoughts are not of health, they are not positive thoughts, then how do you intend to gain energy in your body? And how do you expect that you will be able to uplift yourself? So therefore, if you want to change any circumstance in your life, then you must change the thought that is behind that physical manifested circumstance, because everything begins with thought. And therefore, the importance of right thinking and of keeping the right company. And then finally, of course, he says spiritual development, and says for that, you must develop the power of concentration. You must practice daily deep meditation, and you must serve God in others. So although this sounds like a metaphysical lecture, but it is a class, it's a meditation on good health. So if we want good health of the body, mind, heart, and soul, then these are the things that we need to do And if we do them regularly, we will find that we tend to have less aches and pains in our body. We tend to suffer less. And even though if karmically there is some difficulty in our life, some physical problem in our life, then we have the ability, the capacity to hold on to our mental state of happiness in spite of the physical suffering. And this is very important also for people who may be serving others who are sick. So sometimes what happens is you are tending to a person who's sick in your family, and this can drain you emotionally, this can drain you mentally a lot. So therefore you need to first take care of your health. Also, do not ignore your own health just because you have to do things for others. Yes, you have to, and you are doing it to the best of your capability, but don't forget yourself in the meantime. If you follow these dynamic rules of health, your state of mind will be happier, and then the patient that you are taking care of, even that person's state of mind, in spite of being physically ill, will start to change, and that more willpower can come in and more energy can come in. So dear friends, let us begin today's session with a prayer. Let us invoke the presence of God and the Gurus. Let us pray together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashay, Swami Shri Yukteswar Ji, beloved Gurudev, Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, saints and sages of all religions, humbly we bow at thy feet. O divine healer, thou art the fountain of life and vitality flowing through every cell of my being. I am thy child, Lord, made in thine image of light and joy. Let thy healing presence strengthen my body, calm my mind, and awaken my soul. Teach me to live in harmony with the laws of health, to nourish my body with right food, my mind with right thoughts, and my soul with thy love. May every heartbeat echo thy peace, every breath draw in thy life-giving power, and every thought shine with thy wisdom. I am whole, I am strong, for thou art my life, my health, and my eternal well-being. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us now sing a chant, invoke the presence of God and the Gurus. You may sing along with me, or you may interiorize your attention during this time. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilakshayam Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tvam Namami. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhu cha Sakha, Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravidam, Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam This is a chant affirmation. I awake in thy light. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy light. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy light. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy love. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy love. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy light. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy light. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy love. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy love. I awake in thy joy. I awake in thy joy. I am joyful. I am free. I awake in thy joy. Let us take a few moments of silence as we close our eyes, as we gaze upwards at the point between the eyebrows, awakening ourselves to the bliss within, to the potential of good health within us. Let us check that our spine is straight, maintaining its natural curves, that we are not leaning against a wall or the back of the chair. Check that your heart is open, shoulder blades together, the back. Hands, palms facing upwards at the junction of thighs and abdomen. Chin parallel to the floor. Face relaxed. Eyelids relaxed. Take a moment to screen your entire body for any tension. Both your legs, hips, abdomen, chest, upper arms, fingers, neck. Relax every part of the body. Allow the blood flowing in your arteries to reach every cell of your body. This is possible only in complete relaxation. Bring your attention to the flowing breath now. And take a long, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out a long, deep breath from the nose. With the next inhalation, as you inhale a full breath, expand your abdomen. Fill your lower chest, then your upper chest. Gaze upwards and pause a moment. Then exhale out through the nose, expelling air from the upper chest, the lower chest, and then completing the exhalation by drawing the abdomen in. With the next inhalation, expand the abdomen, fill the lower chest and the upper chest in a wave. Gaze upwards at the point between the eyebrows. Pause and exhale out through the nose, expelling air from the upper chest, lower chest, and abdomen in a wave. Finish the exhalation by drawing in your navel. Begin the next deep inhalation. Expand the abdomen, the lower chest, the upper chest. Gaze upwards. Exhale out completely in a wave from upwards to downwards. With the next inhalation, as you inhale, feel that with the air besides oxygen, you are inhaling energy, vitality, and strength. As you exhale, this energy, vitality, and strength percolates into every cell of your body. And the toxins are automatically removed with the exhalation, so don't bother about that. Inhale, long, deep breath. Fill yourself with energy, vitality, and strength. As the body exhales, your body cells and tissues get filled with this vitality, energy, and strength. Down till the tip of your toes, every cell is being nourished. With the next inhalation again, more energy, more vitality, more strength is filling your body. In your chest, in your abdomen, down into your limbs. As you exhale, this energy, vitality, and strength is spreading to every cell and tissue of your body. Inhale again. Energy, vitality, strength. Exhale and consciously send this energy, vitality, and strength into your feet. Inhale in more energy, more vitality, and strength. With the exhalation, consciously send this vitality and strength into both your calves. Both the calf muscles are getting enriched and nourished. Inhale, long, deep breath with vitality and strength and a lot of energy. And as you exhale, send this warm energy into your knees. filling them with strength, vitality. Inhale more energy and vitality. Strength be in you. And as you exhale, as a warm energy, this strength and vitality goes into your thighs. All the relaxed muscles of your thighs are enjoying this experience. Inhale again. Breath full of vitality, energy, and strength. Exhale and send this strength, energy, and vitality into your hips, your gluteal muscles, and your pelvic floor. Long deep breath in, filled with energy, vitality, and strength. Exhale and send it to your abdominal organs. Bathe everything in your abdomen with this energy, strength, and vitality. Inhale again. Energy, strength, vitality. Assimilate in your chest and in your heart. And as you exhale, visualize that with the circulatory system, this strength, energy, and vitality is spreading to every part of your body. Your cells are tingling with this energy. They are dancing with joy. They are thanking you. Inhale again, fill yourself with more strength and vitality. And as you exhale, send this energy into your neck and throat. Relax the muscles here. Feel a gentle, soothing energy in your neck and throat. Your neck supports your head the entire day. Send it conscious energy, vitality, and strength. Inhale again. Strength, vitality, energy. Exhale and send it into your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands, entire upper limbs. Long, deep breath, filling yourself with energy, vitality, and strength. And exhale into your face as if sending warm energy, rejuvenating energy into your facial muscles, your eyelids, your forehead. The cells here are dancing with vitality, energy, and joy. One final inhalation, deep inhalation, filling yourself with light, energy, vitality, and strength. And as you exhale this time, let this energy and vitality spread into your aura. Feel that the tissues of your body are not solid anymore, but replaced by vitality, strength, a spaciousness, an expansiveness, a light. This is how we attune ourselves with the subtle source of energy. And now, let us gaze deeply at the spiritual eye. And without exercising any control over our breath, let us breathe naturally and normally. I'm going to lead you all into an affirmation given by Paramahansa Yogananda. This is a long affirmation and it covers every part of the body. As I speak out the words, focus on the body part that Yogananda ji is talking about. And feel the power and energy of this affirmation. On every altar of feeling, thought and will, thou art sitting, thou art sitting. Thou art all feeling, will and thought. Thou dost guide them. Let them follow, let them follow. Let them be as thou art, my Lord. In the temple of consciousness, there was the light, thy light. I saw it not, but now I see. The temple is light, the temple is whole. My body is light, my body is whole. I slept and dreamt that the temple broke with fear, worry, ignorance. Thou hast wakened me, thou hast wakened me. Thy temple is whole, my body is whole. I want to worship thee, Lord, in the heart, in the star, in the body cell. I love thee. In the electron, I play with thee. I wish to worship thee, Lord, in body, star, stardust, everywhere. I worship thee everywhere. Celestial will of thine, as human will of mine, doth shine in me, in me, in me. I will wish, I will, I will work, I will drill, not led by ego, but by thee, but by thee. I will work, exert my will, but charge my will, Lord, with thine own will, with thine own will. Make us little children, O Father, even as thy kingdom contains such. Thy love in us is perfection. Even as thou art whole, so are we whole. In body and mind, we are healthy. Even as thou art perfect, we are thy children. We are whole in body and mind. We are healthy in body and mind. Thou art sitting in every altar cell. Thou art in all my body cells. They are whole, they are perfect. They are whole, they are perfect. Make me feel that thou art there in all of them, in them all. Make me feel thou art there in each and all, in each and all. Life of my life, thou art whole, thou art everywhere, in my heart, in my brain, in my eyes, in my face, in my limbs and all. Thou dost move my feet, they are whole, they are whole. My calves and thighs are whole and whole. They are whole, for thou art there. They are well, for thou art there. My thighs are held by thee, lest I fall, lest I fall. They are whole, for thou art there. They are well, for thou art there. Thou art in my throat, mucous membranes. My membranes, my abdomen, glisten with thee. They are whole, for thou art there. They are well, for thou art there. In my spine, thou dost sparkle. It is whole, it is whole. It is well, it is well. In my nerves, thou dost flow. They are whole, they are well. In my veins and arteries, thou dost float, thou dost float. They are whole, they are well. Thou art fire in my stomach, thou art fire in my intestines. They are whole, they are well. Even as thou art mine own, so am I thine own. Thou art perfect, thou art I, thou art I. Thou art my brain, it is shining, it is whole. It is whole, it is well. Thou art my brain, it is shining, it is whole. Let my fancy flow free. I am well when so I think. I am ill when so I think. Let my fancy float free. I am well when so I think. Every hour, oh every day, in body, mind, in every way, I am whole, I am well. I am whole, I am well. Every hour, oh every day, in body, mind, in every way, I am whole, I am well. I am whole, I am well. I dreamt a dream that I was ill. I woke and laughed to find me still, bedewed with tears, but tears of joy, to find I had dreamt of sickness. For I am whole, I am whole. Let me feel thy loving thrill, thy loving thrill. Thou art my father, I am thy child. Good or naughty, I am thy child. Let me feel thy healthy thrill. Let me feel thy wisdom's will. Let me feel thy wisdom's will. Let the words of the Master be true for each one of us. We are made of the one universal God substance. God is perfect. We are His children. We are also made in His perfection. Let us now practice Hong So for a few minutes. Let's gaze up at the point between the eyebrows. And let us bring our attention to the flowing breath. Feel the incoming air current in the nasal passages. Feel the outgoing current as well. The incoming air is cool. The outgoing air is warm. Just watch this phenomenon without trying to control or change anything. Our gaze is upwards. Our focus is on the breath, but no control is being exercised. Feel that the inhaling breath is making the sound hong, and the exhaling breath is reverberating with the sound of saw. The seed sound is the frequency of the inhaling and the exhaling breath, as if the inhaling breath itself is saying hong, and the exhaling breath is saying saw. When the next inhalation begins on its own, mentally follow this inhalation with the mental chant of Hong, H-O-N-G. And when the body exhales spontaneously on its own, mentally follow the exhalation with the mental chant of Saw, S-A-U. Match the length of the mantra with the length of the breath. If you are feeling very still and do not want to initiate Hong So, just let it be so. But if your mind is wandering here and there, focus on the breath. Mentally follow inhalation with Hong. Mentally follow exhalation with Saw. Enjoy the pauses in between. With each breath, we are affirming, I am spirit. I am formless. I am nameless. I am the infinite truth, eternal, beyond the mind, beyond the gunas. I am. Let us practice Hong So on our own for a couple of minutes. Let us leave the technique aside and enjoy the peace that this meditation brings to us. When the body and mind are calm and at peace, good health is automatically generated. The body goes into repair and rejuvenation mode, and every cell of the body is filled with energy and vitality. To end the meditation, let us hear a few words on good health by Swami Kriyananda. Good health is more than the state of not being ill. It is a radiant state of inner well-being. Physical illnesses may be cured by medicine. No medicine, however, can induce that state of boundless energy which comes when every cell in the body cooperates with the mind willingly, joyfully, in all that it seeks to do. Such radiant well-being comes after the mind has been cleared of every shadow of unwillingness, of fear, and of doubt. When one has learned to say yes to life, and when one has learned to love. Let us do the following affirmation. My body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. My body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. My body cells obey my will. They dance with divine vitality. I am well. I am strong. I am a flowing river of boundless power and energy. O mighty source of all that is right and good, help me to see my strength as an expression of thy infinite power. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let us share the power of our meditation with souls everywhere. Let us pray together. Divine Mother, thou art omnipresent. Thou art in all thy children. Manifest thy healing presence in all bodies, all minds, and all souls. Divine Mother, great Gurus, may thy love shine forever on the sanctuary of our devotion, and may we be able to awaken thy love in all true hearts. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me in this session. You may continue to meditate if you feel inwards. Joy to all of us. May God bless all of us. Jai Guru. See you on Thursday.